Even though it feels very unsafe to be in my body, I honor my experience and I love myself exactly as I am. Even though it feels really scary to be in my body right now, I feel like I don't have control and it just doesn't feel safe for me. I honor how I feel and I'm open and willing to love myself exactly as I am. And even though it feels very scary to be in my body sometimes, I don't feel safe, I don't always feel seen, and I don't always feel heard. I honor myself, my sovereignty, and my body exactly as they are, and I'm open to loving myself exactly as I am. All this lack of safety, I can feel it in my body. It doesn't feel safe to be me. It doesn't feel safe to be in this body. And I feel scared. I don't feel like I have control. In fact, I feel out of control. And that is very scary. And just take a moment here and just tap and breathe and feel into where you might feel this lack of safety, whether it's a knot in the stomach, tightness in the chest, and just allow it to be there. And tapping underneath the eye, I can feel this lack of safety in my body. I can feel it all around me. It feels like I don't have control over what I can and can't do. It feels like I don't have control over my own body. And that is very scary. And so I'm acknowledging this fear. I'm acknowledging maybe even this terror. And I'm acknowledging any other emotion that shows up for me. Maybe I feel very angry. Maybe I feel grief. Maybe I feel betrayal. And it's safe for me now to acknowledge these feelings. And it's safe for me to also release them. It's safe for me to acknowledge, and it's safe for me to release. Not to diminish or gaslight my experience, but to create more space and more safety internally, so I can take the right actions I need externally. Actions that might create more safety for myself. Actions that might create more safety for others. And it's a lot easier for me to do that when I myself feel safe. When I myself feel settled. It's very hard for me to think clearly and to act clearly when I don't feel safe, when I don't feel settled, when I'm coming from a place of grief and reaction. So the more that I can release and process and acknowledge my experience, the more clarity I can have to create safety for myself and others. And so I allow myself to feel all that I feel. And I also allow myself to release it. Taking a deep breath in here. releasing this grief, releasing this pain. And calling in compassion and safety for myself and for others. Calling in love and calling in clarity, so I can take the actions that create safety for myself and maybe even for others.